Hi, guys. I am so excited to be here tonight to chat with you about a really fun project that we have coming up. So, for those of you who don't know, we actually have a sub community in our squad for female entrepreneurs and aspiring female entrepreneurs. And we are working on a project with Pietra Studio, which is a platform that allows people to create and sell custom products. And they take care of literally everything. They have freelancers on the platform that can assist with design, they can help you set up order fulfillment, inventory, packaging, all the things. And so we have a special promo code for anyone who wants to just check it out on their own and use the platform themselves. But for those of you that would rather embark on this entrepreneurial journey together, we are creating a special group that will be fully virtual. So you do not have to live in New York City to participate. And we're going to basically give you a complete and thorough education around how to best use the platform and how to create your own products. And together, we're all going to build our own brands. And then at the end, I'm going to create an online shop for you to place your products so that all the members of our squad can sign on and support you and test out what you create. So it's going to be really fun. I figured what better way to get excited about this than by chatting with someone who has been on the platform for a while now and seen great success from it. And so we are so fortunate to be joined by Tiana Haraguchi, who is the founder of Suckers with a Z. And Suckers is an organic candy that is made from healthy ingredients, which is amazing. And her boyfriend actually started this company as a passion project and have seen great success using the platform. And so she has agreed to chat with me for a bit and share some more about her experience. So I just wanted to say thank you again, Tiana, for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So we can just dive right in. I want to know first and foremost, what were some of the concerns that you had when you decided to start a product-based business, and how did Pietra eliminate those concerns? Because I know for myself, I've thought about starting merch for our group several times. And the thing that always hung me up was inventory. Because, for example, if I were to make a sweatshirt, I just had visions of like having boxes of like hundreds of sweatshirts in my apartment. And, I live in a studio in New York City. So space is not, space is a challenge. So that was one of the things that I got most excited about for Pietra, but I would love to hear from you if you had any concerns and how Pietra has eliminated those.
I think every entrepreneur has a handful of concerns whenever they're starting their business. And Pietra is an incredibly attractive solution because first off, like they really do help you create a business out of a box, pretty much is what they like to say, with a lot of turnkey solutions. And they also make it really manageable where you can be a small brand starting out, you can be an individual starting out, but you can also utilize their tools as you scale so you don't have to outgrow them.
Yeah.
And I'd say our initial concerns when we were starting out, two of the biggest things were just who are all the suppliers that we're going to work with to produce our product. Especially in candy and better for you formula, it was really challenging to find a manufacturer to do our main product line, which was the candy pieces and the lollipops. But even in addition to the candy, you're also having to figure out who's going to make my pouches to put the candy in, who's going to make my boxes that we ship these in,
Right.
who's going to make our note cards and labels and any of those things. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, that's not one supplier for every little piece, right? So being able to leverage a platform where you can identify what suppliers fit your search criteria and align with the products that you're looking to launch, all in one platform, that was just like incredibly, incredibly helpful to be able to build my relationships in one place.
Yeah.
And even just the way that they set their structure up is, if you want to get to know a supplier, but you don't want to commit to working with them yet, you can do things like message them right on the platform. You can order samples right on the platform. So you can kind of dip your feet in before you commit and even test out products from a variety of suppliers before making a choice.
Yeah.
The second piece would be around fulfillment. So we initially thought maybe we would fulfill ourselves in the beginning. like you though, we didn't have a ton of space, and I think we started growing faster than we expected. So, being able to work with a partner who didn't require that you're shipping, thousands of units a month right off the bat, they really helped us get in there and start small and scale up and grow from there.
I love that. That's one of the things that really drew me into the platform. It seems so creator focused. Like everything about the platform is designed to help the creator. And I feel like that's so unique. Like there's really no other platform out there like that, at least that I know of, which kind of brings me to my next question, which was, did you consider any other platforms? And if so, what made you choose Pietra over those other platforms?
I mean, the interesting thing about Pietra is it is a one-stop shop for multiple services, right? So I think we definitely considered other fulfillment centers to do our fulfillment and logistics.
Yeah.
I won't go through the names of them, but there's honestly hundreds that people can work with.
Yeah.
And then from a supplier sourcing standpoint, we looked at Alibaba for certain things around, especially around packaging. But I think what drew us to Pietra is the fact that we can manage everything in one place.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't any other company out there like that. So it just made it easier for us to work with them.
Makes total sense. Yeah, it's amazing how it's all in one place. You don't have to be checking one place for one thing and then going to another place for another thing. It's all right there. And the platform is set up. I've been on it a few times now. It's just set up in a very organized way. So it doesn't feel overwhelming that you're having all these different conversations. It's all like very clear, which parts are where, and it's awesome. What has been the best and most exciting part about working with Pietra to launch your business? If you could pick one thing or two, I guess.
I think just the team there is incredible, and they are growing so quickly that they're launching new features and new value adds to their customers every single day. So I think that's been really fun to be a part of the ride, and really just to take advantage of new things as they're offering them, and also to have a voice. Like they really did lean on their initial brands to help them build out features that we needed at the time. And we've been lucky to be one of the brands who we've had some features built around us, and it's just really cool to be with a partner that listens to you and has the growth potential and the resources to help see your vision through.
Amazing. Yeah, that two-way communication is so important. I feel like there's things that the team may not have thought of because they're not the ones actually using the platform. I mean, they created it and obviously they're testing it, but for you guys to actually have the experiences on the platform and be able to say to them, hey, here's what could be tweaked, and the fact that they actually listen and implement is amazing. Why would you say Pietra is a great option for somebody who has really limited business knowledge or experience? Because I think that's another thing that really drew me to it. Like I said, a lot of the girls in the group are entrepreneurs, but then we also have a handful of girls that are just aspiring entrepreneurs and they have never done anything like this before. This will be their first experience. And so I would love for you to chat about why Pietra is such a good fit for people in that situation as well.
Yeah. I think Pietra it's so robust in terms of the features that it offers, but it's not overwhelming. Like it really is truly, it was initially built for the creator who wanted to launch a business, whether it's one product, whether it's 20 products. And now they work with, individual creators, they work with small brands, they work with really large brands, but I think like the fundamentals around their vision to be able to help anyone who wants to start a business has remained true.
Yeah.
And I mean, they even have an entire hub of resources for beginners and people who are just getting started with a lot of really good, valuable information. If anyone's interested in even beginners, I don't know what an MOQ is when I'm talking to a supplier, which is a minimum order quantity. And some people might not even know you have to have a minimum order to work with certain suppliers. But even diving further into that, they truly do manage everything in one place, like I mentioned before. And I mean, it's like you manage all your supplier communications in your messages feature. You manage all of your invoicing in one place. You have a dashboard to see all of your inventory that's been sent to their fulfillment center and all of the packages that are supposed to be tracked from suppliers to the warehouse. So again, just for someone who doesn't know a ton to be able to just go in one platform and manage everything in one place. And then also lean on an incredible team where like they have great customer support. I don't know if they have live chat or not actually, but I know that their response times are really fast, and they even have different tiers where you can sign up as a beginner with very low risk of, I think it's $39 a month to get started.
Yeah.
And even if you want to just poke around and play around, but if you are someone who wants to move faster, and let's say you want more individual support, you can do the premium tier, which is, I think, $200 a month. And you get, more individual attention if you want to grow a little bit quicker or just like need a little more hand holding.
Right. Yeah, I love the resources section. I haven't dived all the way into it yet, but I know I saw things about even like how to create a business plan and just like those basic things that if you don't even have that foundational knowledge, it's okay. Like it's there and you can lean on that. And honestly, even if you don't take the time to digest all the resources, like you said, they make the process so straightforward that you can just sort of dive in and learn as you go, which I think is sort of like the way to do entrepreneurship these days. People just really try it out and see what works and see what doesn't, and then kind of like tweak from there. For any of our members who are sort of on the fence about joining us and they maybe want to develop a product, but they're not sure, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, just start. You just log on to the platform. I think you can sign up, get an account for free. I think you only pay the $39 if you actually start messaging, but it doesn't hurt to just play around in there and see what are some products that pique your interests. There's ways you can create private label products, which means you don't have to put a ton of time into developing something custom, or, you can pick 3 suppliers and start the sampling process with 3 of them, even if it's just for fun and just to learn. So don't make it this big overwhelming thing where you feel like you have to have everything figured out. I would just start educating yourself and see what feels right as you go along.
I also love just the number of products that are on the platform, because when I started explaining this to people, I'm like, pretty much whatever you want to create is there. Like, I mean, it's just, there's such a wide range of manufacturers and things that you can do on there. So
exactly.
Just getting on and poking around and seeing what's there is truly the best way to figure out if it's for you or not. So that's great advice. Well, thank you again so much for chatting with us. I think this has been super helpful, and tell everybody where they can find your amazing products so that they can check them out.
Yeah. So you can go to suckers.com. Suckers is with a Z, SUCKERZ. Our Instagram is at Suckers. Our TikTok is at suckers.com. But yeah, we just launched a really fun candy kit, organic hard pieces, lollipops. We have a lot of new products coming out next year. And like you mentioned earlier, really the vision for what we're building is better for you candy, a healthier spin on nostalgic sweets. And they're still delicious, up to 92% less sugar. So you should try them.
Oh my gosh. Awesome. Well,
actually, I'll give a code too for your followers. I'll do a code called NYC Brunch Squad, and it'll give 20% off.
There you go, guys. Go give it a try. And I'll send some more details to you all soon about how to sign up for the group. If you have any questions in the meantime, definitely reach out. But Tiana, thank you again so much for being here and chatting with us. And I'm excited to hear what all the girls think of your products.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.